But before we start playing, I think it would be an absolutely splendid idea to introduce all of our players tonight. So, starting from the top, we have Matzi.
Hello, I'm the token German. I'm here to fix things.
We have a gentleman who goes by Adiros.
Adiros. Everyone mispronounces it.
I will call you Bob. Third, in the slaughter line, we have an apothecary called Pebbles.
Oh, hello.
He is Spanish, apparently. And then we have a thing called Barxus.
And welcome to Upper Hive Season 2, Part 2, Episode 58.
Crab.
Hi everybody, I'm Crab.
He is Crab. And we have a rather misleading name because he's wonderful. We have Dreadful.
My dear friend.
Then we have the Fusionator, whom you all know.
Hi, I'm Fusion. Nice to be here.
Then we have a Inquisitor with us. We're very privileged to have Inquisitor McCann.
Prepare for the inquisitorial murder boner.
Then, and a truly immovable rod of annoyance, we have Nathan. Hello.
Hello.
Then we have Lord Farquarius.
I started in Brighton. My father gave me a small loan of 1,000,000 penises.
Actually playing with us today, instead of GMing, we have Shaz.
Who made you the bloody GM?
Some call him Dave, some call him a ninny. But all we know is he's called William.
Oh, I remember that joke.
That's everyone who will be playing with us tonight. They all have their roles. And I think now would be a brilliant time to start on the planet Fagatoria. Watching the news inside your local pub, you have found out that your neighbouring Hive city has become infested with gene stealers shortly after the arrival of the Eladian Butt Legion, who could not hold them off. You lot are a bunch of bright-faced amateur investigators, and someone among you drops a hint. All of you are now incredibly paranoid in the belief that there are gene stealers among you. In this pub, in the aura of paranoia, the suspicion begins.
These fucking Xeno STDs.
The jeans. They're so out of fashion.
You made this paranoid joke once more.
For gameplay's sake, is there anyone who has any genuine suspicions day one?
No.
No.
Well,
Everyone.
it is nighttime. You're all incredibly drunk and passed out on the floor of a pub. Well, not all of you. Some of you suspiciously are not. So, nighttime has indeed fallen, and those who wish to spring into action
With the speed of a glacier.
with the speed of a glacier.
Spring into action.
I fell down the staircase.
What?
He's
Adiros
sprung.
falls down the staircase, and it is the most tragic fall you have ever seen. He falls and he bangs his head on one step, he bangs his arse on the next, and he bangs his head on the banister, and he bangs his head on the floor, and he's perfectly fine.
Band your mom on the bottom.
While in the background plays Adagio for strings.
Inquisitor McCann decides that, well, he wakes up early from his drunken sleep. Decides he will go for a leisurely skip, because that's the kind of man he is, and if you judge him for that, well, that's your loss, not his. He goes for a bolter skip, and he's skipping down a hill at incredible speeds. One could think that he could trip at any point, but he doesn't, because he's an Inquisitor. He's trained to power skip, so he's perfectly fine, nothing happens to him tonight. And that's just about as interesting as the night gets, an Inquisitor going for a skip. And suddenly, the day rises. The day rises. It was very, very quick.
I haven't even finished my first bottle.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're first after your 30 other ones.
Oh gosh.
The day rises,
You're red.
and it's quite shocking, because you find Barxus foaming at the mouth.
Oh my goodness.
Farquarius was the bloody sound
That's
effect.
just business as usual, isn't it? Once it in Barxus,
Exactly.
he's dead first round.
He ate the rations.
Pure rations.
I should clarify that
gosh.
he's not dead,
Oh,
he
he's
is
not
simply injected.
He ate
Okay,
rations.
so
I, for one, welcome.
In that case, who died?
This.
He was attacked
No
by
one.
spoopy skeletons.
I have a startling revelation. Bad.
Wait,
I am the
wait.
espionist.
No.
And I followed Matsi last night.
What?
I watched
Ooh.
as he snuck upon Baraxis and stuck his needle deep inside of him and injected him.
Injected Marxus
Deep
with his
inside
dick.
of it.
What?
Holy
I
shit.
didn't
Amazing.
touch no one. I was all night here in the bar drinking my bottle. I don't
Then
know what you're
Quite an
saying.
accusation.
I
but,
saw you, you filthy gene stealer.
Then Dreadful.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
why the accusation got there.
I think
Now
I
let me
heard
finish
your
my
lies.
bottle, then I'm gonna whoop you guys.
So, am I to believe that this is first court case of the game?
No,
Yes.
Very good.
Yes,
Our first
I
capture
accuse
today.
Matsi.
Dreadful,
Is it time to use the murder boner?
Dreadful, and Adiros will get you, don't worry. Dreadful decides he's going to build a court out of bar stools. And I, your neighborhood friendly bartender, will be the judge. So, in the bar court, Dreadful makes his case as follows.
I claim to be the espionist because I am, and as I said, I followed Matsi last night, and I witnessed him as he stuck a needle in Baraxis and put something
He
deep
said
inside
that.
of him.
Hot.
Nazi, I believe you may have a defense.
He said. I don't know nothing. I'm wrong. I got my bottle here.
How could you do that, Matsi?
Drink a bottle?
No. Inject Barxas.
Inject?
Yeah, man. That's.
I didn't even touch him. What are you
I mean-
talking about?
It's customary to at least deny the charge.
I think Dreadful is actually the injector, just to throw in the case
Ah!
around.
You know what?
That
Here's the
sounds
logical
logical.
solution. Here's the logical solution.
Kill Matsi.
We kill Matsi tonight, and if he was a civilian, we kill Dreadful tomorrow.
Tonight? Don't you mean today?
Well, look, you
Correct.
know what I mean.
Let's do
Tonight
this.
sounds better. I'd rather finish my bottles first.
Dreadful could also be a gene stealer the entire time. You never know.
Yeah, I think
Could be.
Dreadful is the instigator.
I just don't like how Matsi isn't denying the charge.
What?
why?
I
then why
told you,
does the-
I'm not the one.
Okay,
You
what are you
did.
talking about?
Okay.
You seem very happy with killing 2 people.
It's all kicking off. Okay, we'll move to
What?
the second court case. Alright. Adiros, you are accusing Dreadful. Why are you accusing Dreadful? Make your case.
It sounds like he's lying. I can smell the lies upon his feet.
Uh-huh.
Smelling
Dreadful!
his feet.
Dreadful, your defense.
Well, my defense is that he is fooled, for my feet were taken from me by an orc many years ago. They are mechanical now. Therefore, they have no smell.
But I
Yes.
have the evidence of I actually hold your feet here. I slay work.
And secondly, again, I proclaim that I am the espionist, and I saw Matsi do this last night.
Okay.
He is
Yeah,
in fact
yeah,
a
espionist.
gene stealer.
Well,
You sound like a gene stealer.
Yeah.
look, let's be logical here. Again, if we kill Matsi tonight, well, come on, if we kill him today, and the GM has to tell us what his role is, if he's a gene stealer, then we can believe Dreadful. If he's not a gene stealer, we kill Dreadful next round because he's obviously a gene stealer.
Why do you want to kill anyone, Fusion?
Because
Okay,
we
Neil,
can
voting time,
afford
because-
to
It's a
not
rather,
at the stage where it gets so critical.
It's a bit of a brute force method of gameplay. Kill everyone to make sure.
Yeah.
Very
That
sportsmanlike.
sounds like something a gene stealer would do.
So,
Yeah.
Paranoid
So-
assassin.
I believe there was a third case made, and I can't remember who made it.
Nope, there wasn't.
Oh, I thought there was.
I think it was just a comment of me and my murder boner.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just commenting.
Oh, I thought somebody was accusing Fusion. Okay, well, I guess we will have a double vote, and so the vote to kill. The votes are in, and so Matsi will die. How
Oh,
shall we
no.
The moment I dread
I have
when people gang up on me,
wait?
kill me.
Adiros has.
Trying to see if the gamble worked.
So,
drowning in alcohol.
Matze has taken out to the pool, the empty pool, because this pub is classy as shit.
I don't know
And-
where the pool.
Burn him alive.
So,
At least give him some vodka before he dies.
Yeah.
People been
I
Then
know
set him on
some-
fire.
the pool is filled with nothing other than Austrian beer. The being of any German man.
Oh, not Austrian!
And then it is
Arr.
seasoned with Swiss cheese.
Oh.
Actually, that's not bad cheese.
And Matze was thrown into it. And his German sense caused him to shut down and die before he even hit the dreadful mix below. But this mix was such a strong and horrid mix that it began to dissolve his body. And in his remains, the rather horrified bystanders witness a tail protruding from his backside, his dirty German underwear.
He's a jinx!
And that tail had an injector on it. And on the
Get him.
end of the injector was a bit of Barks's butt.
I told
Well,
you, fools.
I guess the gamble worked.
I guess look who's dying tonight.
I must apologize to that fool.
Only Gene Stealer would say who's dying tonight.
So,
As if he has some inside information.
Sorry for doubting you, Dreadful.
so, the sun goes down. Normal night.
I set
Ready.
myself on fire before I sleep.
Adiro sets himself on fire, and the smoke blots out the sun, and you bunch of absolute drunkards assume it's nighttime.
Well, we have to celebrate the killing of a Gene Stealer.
Yes.
So, yes, nighttime begins, and the first person to take action is Barxus. Barxus, realizing that he can suddenly speak again, is made very, very happy by this.
I
In
hate
fact-
everything.
He is so happy, he
Such
starts
happiness.
recording the entirety of Bohemian Rhapsody, sung by himself.
I don't know the lyrics I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What? So Dreadful, he didn't get quite as drunk this night, and he has a good night's sleep. He lies down in his brand new comfy bed, bought by his mother, and he lies down,
What if his mother was a Gene Stealer?
and he hugs his pillow and thinks, I'm gonna be safe here. It's a cool night. Gonna be safe. It's good. We killed a Gene Stealer. It's gonna be fine. There's no chance of me being injected, or worse, me dying. In fact, I'm so happy to be alive right now.
Yes.
When suddenly,
My
something
God.
makes its way
Emperor.
underneath his bed. Hears a rustling of jimmies under his bed, and he sees a hand.
Just pouring some
Oh
cookies here.
goodness.
A hand.
Is this the return of the Stalker Priest?
A hand reaches round the side of his bed and strokes his face and whispers, Yo, I'm a priest in it. Then the hand disappeared. So,
I am uncertain and confused and scared.
I don't know
It's
who's
slightly
more
relieved.
creepy here, the Gene
It's
Stealers
slightly
or a
aroused.
priest.
William decides he will get up early and go down to the off license because he is a disgusting drunkard. He goes to the off license and buys copious amounts of alcohol. On his way home, he slips on a young scamp's skateboard, and goes flying down the hill at 30 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness.
He hits a curb
Don't you
at the
mean
very end
30
and gets
kilometers
propelled
per hour?
really
Miles an hour.
30 miles per hour he goes down this hill, and he hits a curb at the end and is propelled high into the sky, where he gets a bird's eye view of the entire city, and it is beautiful, I might add. But what's this? From the corner of his view, he sees a gene stealer running and frolicking through a forest. I don't even know. It's frolicking through a forest, but through the other side of the forest, he sees Fusion. Fusion eating a sandwich. Probably turkey. He can smell it from here. Wait.
Wait,
thinks.
turkey doesn't exist in Imperium.
Grot. A grot sandwich. He knows it's grot. He can smell it from his elevated position. Wait, he thinks. William, shut up. William thinks. If I can smell it, surely that Gene Stealer can smell it. And just as this thought crosses his mind, Fusion is torn asunder and is dead. Fusion is dead.
Yay!
Come on, toy Jack.
Why are you yaying?
Rest in peace, comrade.
That's
Just because he's higher up in the air doesn't mean his sense is a lot better.
So, shut
Can I
up, shut
loot
up.
his corpse?
William is a magical man. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, and William falls into a pond and is perfectly fine and walks home.
Okay.
Can I loot the
What?
Fusion's corpse?
From his great position, William was the first of you to notice the sun arises. It is daytime.
Hey guy,
Well,
Who hates
Fusion is dead.
who said yay when Fusion was dead?
It was William.
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 We
William.
must quickly loot Fusion's corpse.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
I'll do
nothing
it.
of worth on there.
Investigate his body, see if he's
No
actually a
fucking
gene
walks.
stealer.
William.
Rest in
why
peace,
did you
comrade.
say yeah? Why were you happy, William, when he died?
Because
Because what?
I am a little bit unhinged and very, very drunk.
Or maybe you are a gene stealer.
Why would I be a gene stealer?
By the way,
Oh.
I have suspicions about Adiros, my friend.
Hold on.
I have
I-
suspicions about you.
Stop
As
posting
the-
in chat.
as the
Suspicious about me
espionist,
too.
As the
I
espionist,
also
I would.
suspicious about me.
No, I am highly suspicious because of you, because I saw you really motivated to defend Matsi, even despite Fusion was saying Fusion planned a plausible plan of action. And you
I agree with that.
insistently defended Matsi, which makes me suspicious. I'm not accusing anyone, I'm just voicing out my reasoning.
Well,
Well-
I mean, that's
well,
a really good
Pebbles.
opinion. Well,
And that's a good
Pebbles,
opinion, I
hold
agree.
on. As the espionist, I would like to say I too was rather suspicious of Adaros and his immediate apology to me.
Aha!
I did
See, my
check him
friend?
last night, and
Yeah, and
turns
I
out
looked back. I looked
he
back
was-
through the window.
it turns out he was simply a very concerned civilian.
No, don't worry about me. I'm just incompetent.
That's quite.
Okay, Dreadful,
relieving.
if you say so, I will believe it.
That's a relief. Alright, who else do we go for then?
Damn, I almost set up.
Sorry for my suspicion.
No, that's a good opinion.
Well, William.
Don't
Well,
worry,
because
I
he
will
said
not burn
yay,
his lights.
Kermit, is that it?
Yes. Just saying. That yay.
I said yay
That yay.
because I'm very unhinged and very drunk.
I don't yay at someone's death.
So,
I think
Oh, yeah,
Barras
gee,
is
yeah.
the murderer.
What? Why?
I think
Well,
Barras
why
is
wouldn't
the
you?
murderer.
Am I the only
so
one who
silent.
concerned about how William speaks to us?
I'm so silent because Matsi stuck his. I don't know what it was, but he stuck it into my anus.
Yeah, that's a
Now,
problem.
why are you so quiet? Well, no. But why would Maxi inject... What? Why would Maxi inject, like, his own... The injector's part of the gene stealers, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He counts
Yeah.
as one of the
Well,
three.
You
The advantage of the GS, like people were saying, why would he inject him? It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
They've done it in the
cover
past,
him.
and it's been a winning strategy for injectors to inject one of their own. Not
Yes.
themselves, though. That's impossible.
That does sound
It's a
weird, though.
Hmm.
Like, why would you...
Well, they
I-
tried to do it in that one video, if you recalled, Carl, but it didn't work 'cause he was killed the same night.
Yeah, it was, switching it up a bit,
It could happen,
switchy.
but, you know.
I
It
If you
looks
play
like
this-
a winning tactic, basically. by
If you
gene
play this game by
stealers.
mathematics, you'll be done in 5 minutes. There's a bit of suspicion going on.
I too have my suspicions about Araxis, as he was injected, and yet he seemed to be ready to kill me instead of Matsi, who was the one who injected him during the court
Because
trial.
I was upset and confused.
I believe it would be much more likely that gene stealers would inject one of their own than it would be
Yeah.
for an espionist claim to go through successfully.
no.
That is also true.
Are all the cases made, or do I need to call a
I
court?
accuse Baraxis.
You accuse Baraxis. Okay.
That's not his name, but okay.
A court case is called. The bar stools are rearranged into the court, and I retake my place and my funny hat as the judge. So,
Okay.
Adiros,
Just let
make
me
your
get close
claim.
to him. I'm going to look into his eyes.
Ninja.
In fact, I
here,
think
Baraxis.
the claims have already been made, right?
Oh,
So,
I thought we were in court.
well, we are in
Baraxis,
court,
I'm
but we'll
still
have
looking into your eyes.
we will have the vote here anyway.
Oh god, it's unanimous.
So,
I didn't even get to place.
Baraxis.
If I was a gene stealer, then why would they have needled me in the ass?
We covered this.
Because
yeah, but,
that's a very
yeah,
good...
but none of us are smart enough to actually do that as a genuine tactic.
Well, Max is pretty smart.
Oh my god, that's actually legitimate.
None
cheating.
of us.
The instincts are smarter than me.
Yeah, none of us. What?
None of us.
Why would you say none of us? Why would you include
If Fusion was
Because
still
I
alive,
meant
I'd say
as in
he would,
humans.
but he's dead.
You meant as
Well,
if he was
Fusion
Thanos.
was like he's not a nice person.
alright, I think you've just gotten yourself, your defense has gotten yourself another vote. Congratulations. I don't think I need to say that
No,
Barxus screamed his curses towards the crowd as he is dragged
I will hug
towards
you to
a
I'm
stake.
already a demon.
death. Let me
The
hug you
stake
to death.
that is shaped like a giant phallic symbol because he's a dick.
I'm not. I'm not George.
He is tied to the
Please let me hug
giant
him.
phallic symbol
No one knows who George is.
and set on fire. And Adiros looks at him and thinks that's pretty hot, and goes over and hugs Barxus to death. Adiros is very, very horribly burned but survives. Barxus is dead, and his body is left charred and piping hot. Too hot for people to touch.
Don't
Burn
worry.
the
I can
burners,
choose
please.
before dying.
I jab it with one of those large metal jabby things you get in fireplaces, don't know the name of them.
Firebugger.
Just
William-
hit him with me.
William jabs the body with a poker, and the poker, once it enters his charred flesh, it just sort of crumbles apart. It unleashes a smell.
Oh.
A smell of weeaboo.
Ah.
Where it is true that Barxus was a weeaboo, he was not a gene stealer.
Was
He was indeed a civilian.
Curse you, paranoia.
Bloody fooled us.
Kermit, you did vote for him at the very... I keep calling you Kermit. Nathan, you did vote for him right at the very end.
I must accuse myself next day.
He literally dragged that on himself by saying, "Oh, us," and then he just, "Oh, Atlantis."
No, Adiros, don't be hard on yourself.
He threw
I
himself
must
in
accuse
there,
myself tomorrow.
You can't, you're already a civilian, we need you.
So,
Even
He
as we
threw
made a
himself
mistake.
right into the shit.
We've made a mistake, but maybe we did the right thing. Weeaboos are much worse than the genes.
My friends,
Is it time
my
for night?
friends, I must accuse myself tomorrow.
gentlemen, it is night time. There will be many accusations tomorrow, but none more tonight.
Yay.
You're all grief-stricken and
Come here, Paprika. We'll
traumatized
sleep
at the
together.
fact that your comrade has died in such a horrible way, and he was innocent.
Oh no.
When suddenly,
Tavares.
Barxus' spirit of pure weeaboo horridness flies into the sky and decides, the sun is too bright. My death should be honored by darkness, because he's an edgy bastard like that.
and anime pillows.
So
No, I want to have him in a pickles jar.
he throws his anime waifu bed body pillow into the sun. And that is the least hot thing anyone has ever seen, and so it puts out the sun itself.
No.
And so the sun is put out, and you lot being drunk, you just think it's nighttime, so you go to bed.
Nice!
And it's
Sleep on a
bedtime.
apothecary.
I was
You're
so
my bed
devastated by
apothecary.
Barks' death, I was
Or
up
else we're
dancing
gonna
in
have 60
madness
down.
until 3 in the morning.
No, you're my bed.
I watch as the
And I will touch
60-foot
you
snake
until you-
lady body pillow burns in the sky.
I took the
It's
giant
a bit-
phallic
bit
symbol
rude.
home.
Lord Farquarius takes his giant phallic symbol home and hangs it on the wall and does absolutely nothing with it. In fact, there are no implications even made. There's no disgusting abomination of action committed by this man whatsoever. Except for the furious anal penetration. Later on that night, William decides that he's going to look at a mirror. He looks at a mirror and thinks, brilliant, and doesn't do anything, and has a cup of tea.
And I sleep on the apothecary.
Adiros cries himself to sleep. He's just so grief-struck that he has caused the death of one of his comrades. Pebbles sees Adiros crying himself asleep and holds him.
I'm going for Spoopy Skeleton.
And the two of them hold each other as they cry each other to sleep when suddenly a skeleton jumped out and spooked them.
Yes!
I hugged it too.
So,
In our hive, we have the skeleton.
yes. Oh yeah, Shaz.
Yes?
Shaz decides to bake a cake. He bakes the cake, and he eats the cake. And thus is thus. But we sadly have to return to the disgusting display made by Lord Farquarius, as his absolutely horrid things are being done. Turns out, the phallic symbol was a little burnt. A little burnt from the fire. Turns out, applying more friction to it might not be a good idea. George, being not a very wealthy man, couldn't afford any lube. And so the phallic symbol burst into flames. And so George Lord Farquarius bursts into flames. And so Lord Farquarius dies.
Damn.
And so, his spirit, his very, very happy spirit, flies into the sky and reignites the sun itself because, YOLO. And then it dies, that's it. YOLO.
YOLO.
And then suddenly, it was daytime again. Good morning. Suspicions. Let's see.
Nihil, I have a comment.
I must accuse myself.
I have a comment.
Yaz has a comment.
George died by friction burns to the rectum. Sounds
Yes.
like a case of arson.
I must accuse myself.
No, you're a civilian, leave it.
No, I must accuse myself. Stop me.
Adios.
He apparently feels guilty for killing Barkus.
No.
Okay, the prosecution.
Because I'm not on fire.
You can't accuse yourself, that's not a rule.
No.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Does anyone else have any actual suspicions?
I have yet another accusation.
Accusation?
Yes, go ahead,
As the espionist, who is somehow still alive, I spied upon Crab last night.
Oh, did you?
Gene Stealer.
How come?
Use Crab on the grounds.
How can you strangle crab on the ground? I cannot be a gene stealer because I have claws, my friends.
Step in the face.
Still, I'm going to accuse you. Step into the judge room, my boy.
Wait,
how dare
Pebbles,
you?
are you accusing Crab?
No, I think he's just going with his accusation.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So Dreadful and Pebbles still hugging. No, it was Adiros and Pebbles. Pebbles has changed his man and is now hugging Dreadful, and those two start a happy huggy court case. And Crabe is unfortunately the first, the first in line to be horribly accused.
If Dreadful has been alive and everyone has known his espionage, he must be a heretic. Because the Emperor couldn't have protected him.
What?
But the priest could have.
That's a point
Exactly.
we missed out the story, Nihil. What did the priest do last night?
Yes. What did the priest do last night?
Was he the skeleton?
Molest him. I think that's
he
what
dead?
the priest does now. Just
Was it the
molest
skeleton?
them.
Is the priest dead?
I don't think he would tell us that. I was just asking who he guarded,
I
but
think
okay.
the priest is dead.
Okay, so I support Dreadful's accusation with Scrap on the grounds of the grounds that Dreadful is a spy.
I mean, it's open and shut, right? Just
Yep.
Yep, espionist, go for it. Or the biggest play of all time.
Okay, Crab, your argument.
Well, at first, my claws are actually crab claws, and you, Dreadful, are rather too suspicious, because maybe Farquarius was actually an espionage. And he just wanted to spy at all of the Gene Stealers just to destroy them in one turn and make a giant dick move to them. But you haven't died still, yet the Gene Stealers knew who you are from the first turn. And as I see the situation, you're actually one of the Gene Stealers.
I agree.
You're saying, you're saying that George was the espionist and Dreadful isn't dead because he is a gene stealer. And
Yes.
I'm guessing correctly.
It's just a great idea.
All of them to make one survive.
It could be a masterful play if done correctly.
But then where's the real espionist? Oh, wait, you just said.
Exactly,
But
but,
if he
I'll
was-
stand beside Redfall.
But that would mean that George kept his mouth shut for 2 nights in a row. I don't think he
Yeah,
would do that.
no, I think George would have said something.
What if he is just spied on the wrong persons? Just think about it.
Correct.
You don't want to make him shy. Because,
I should point out.
Who want to tell that, well guys, I spied at 2 persons and none of them are actually Gene Stealers. So, yes, I'm an espionist that made nothing. Just
yes,
think about
I
this
should
ridiculous.
point out that the espionist does not need to point out
No, he
who
doesn't
they have
need
spied
to.
on.
Normally they do.
Normally they do.
Well, I did spy on Adros the other night, and I did proclaim he was a civilian. And my
Okay.
first proclamation on Matsi being a gene stealer turned out to be right. Therefore, it's
That was
if
a
I was a gene
sacrifice.
stealer,
It
I
was
still
I-
think it's a
sacrificial.
masterful play. I think it's a masterful play still.
It might
If
be
I-
just a masterful plan.
Okay.
Masterpiece
Alright.
play by Gene
Okay.
Stealers to
Let's go for
to destroy one of them.
Press
Let the voting decide.
yes.
1 if you want to kill Crib, and 2 if you want to kill Dreadful.
So I don't know.
4-1.
Stop it! At first I'll drink vodka and I'll go myself back into the sea. Because
No.
all crabs must die there and
Crab?
serve as a food for our children.
Get
No,
the
Crab
bloody
starts-
spear and gut him.
Crab
All you
st-
beat like kings.
Let me continue, please.
Thank you. Crab starts strafing into the sea, yes, and running sideways as crabs do, snipping his snippers furiously at anyone who tries to approach him. When he's met with his one foe, Hammer, and he is crushed and squished, and turns out, he was a Gene Stealer. He wasn't a crab. You're all
Now
just
I'm
idiots.
dead, monster.
I was convinced that you were going to say he goes into the water like a crab, but he's not a crab, so he just drowns.
I'm into the grinding wet.
Hey, hold on. So if he was Gene Stealer, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
I know he's dead. Right.
Which
So
means
I'm-
either Dreadful just killed all his teammates, or he is actually the espionist,
So
and we can
Dread-
finally put this behind us.
Dreadful said that Adaros was the Civ, wasn't he?
Yes, so I'm going to take that as fact.
Okay.
No, I am not a civilian. I am an incompetent box.
This is a weird strategy.
Are we going nighttime or can we accuse other people?
It is nighttime. You all
Certainly.
were tempted to feast on seafood tonight, but you're
I
all
will
paranoid
sleep
that
on Fusion's grave.
you were all paranoid that the seafood you're eating could be Gene Stealers. So you all go to bed rather hungry.
I will sleep on Fusion's bed. I mean, on his grave.
Adiros sleeps on Fusion's grave and gets a bit of a cold. He does, unfortunately. And
I
It will
make
only
pa-
make me stronger. will
I
also
make
also-
pie, yeah.
so
The only way to go.
he's lying on his grave, and he's got a cold, and it's a bad cold. He's sneezing and sneezing and coughing and sneezing,
I'll
and now
also be
he's
so.
He's frothing at the mouth a bit and he's spitting out weird liquids all over the place. This attracts the attention of a gentleman. This gentleman approaches Adaros and says,
do commit suicide.
This gentleman approaches Adaros and he notices that Adaros already has the Luther on the table at this point. Or Luger on the table, I should say, sorry.
What is he, Hitler?
Yes, that was the joke. And, well, he puts a shotgun to Adaros' head,
No, let me die. My
pulls the trigger,
Let me burn.
And before Adaros can even kill himself, he lets out one final sneeze in Swedish and dies.
Oh, Shas'O is dead.
Someone
Adaros
fucked up.
is indeed dead. Please mute your mic.
I will bonk your ass.
So, Pebbles decides to take a shower.
Whoop whoop.
Because he's a very, very stinky Spaniard.
Whoop whoop. Shit.
Pebbles takes a shower, and he's a very smelly Spaniard. And in the shower, there is a ghost that makes the water too hot.
I'm
Fact,
okay with this.
He makes the water so hot that Pebbles burns himself and thinks, oof, that's a bit hot. Pebbles stops having a shower and goes to bed. And that's that. Until he's joined in bed by a Dreadful. Because he's a bit traumatized by the events of previous. And he cuddles up all nice with Pebbles. Pebbles and Dreadful fall asleep together. And as the sun rises, Pebbles wakes up first and finds Dreadful beside him and has no problem with this. Dreadful wakes up and sees Pebbles beside him and has no problem with this. Yes, he wakes up and they see a silhouette in the window. Silhouette of a gene stealer. Gene stealer creeps through the window and says an ancient rhyme lost to time. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by a toe. If it squeaks, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And he lands on Dreadful.
No. Shit, nice.
Dreadful is beheaded in front of his darling Pebbles.
Get fucked, bitch.
Pebbles doesn't really care that much and just goes, you. Dreadful's head hits the ground dreadfully. And Pebbles just sort of goes back and finishes his shower.
As my last act, I spit upon the Gene Stealer's foot without an esophagus.
And
doesn't matter.
and the
Your
Gene
saliva glands
Stealer
are in your face.
backflips out the window, and thus the night is done.
McCann.
Fucked.
Is it daytime now?
It is daytime.
I smell either McCann or Kermit.
So either the priest
Yeah,
decides
it's
What
either
about me?
it's just
Or
If-
you, Pebbles. You could be the Gene Stealer as well.
I was there when he died. And there was
I'm going to
Gene Stealer
assume from
here.
this point on the priest is dead, because
Probably.
any priest with a brain would protect the espionist once he's claimed. So I've got to assume the priest was maybe George or Barks probably. Oh no, he was a civilian.
I'm gonna guess it was Aquarius. I'm going to come out now after I've used my utility very awfully. I was the arbiter.
How did you do that?
I just thought Hadaros might have been playing this long game, but he wasn't.
Two out of 3 Gene Stealers were dead,
Right.
and we need voting power. And I
I
think
say it's either McCann
It's
or
McCain.
Kermit. Or if it's
What about
either
Shaz?
Shaz playing the
It
smart
could be
game.
me. I am an
Could be
experienced
Shaz.
player. It's true.
Shaz can play the long game. He's be the GM.
I've been the GM. That means I'm good at being a GS.
But if
it's
it's
true.
If we kill McCann and then it's not McCann, isn't there enough of us to still vote?
I-
then you're also
You
unsuspicious.
don't want to start lynching random people or you
No.
lose voting
Yeah.
majority.
I'm just saying, if we do that, no, let's say it's not McCann, let's say that happens and McCann dies, isn't there enough for us to next state?
Yes, exactly.
The
There
Gene
needs to be a
Stealers-
1-1 ratio with
Listen.
the Gene Stealer.
Yeah.
The Gene Stealers need a majority, and so far I can disclose that there is only one Gene Stealer remaining.
Yeah,
So he's gonna have to kill you down to literally only being 2 people left alive.
So if we killed like McCain or Shaz, or we say we killed Shaz and Shaz wasn't the Gene Stealer and McCain was, there'd still be enough of us vote for McCain.
This is the part of the game where you want to start brute forcing down
Nathan,
or
when
doing
was
nothing.
there an I in my name?
I don't know, I just told you whatever
I
the heck I want.
accused Nathan.
I'll call you McCain, does that McCain chips carry on?
Nathan being accused because he's coming up with a strategy.
Yeah, I'm doing a strategy, I was the one who fucking was helping, I was the one who marked this.
Pebbles!
Like, what do you mean? I was the one, I haven't said anything.
Pebbles
Yes.
builds a courtroom out of paella.
Yes!
And in that courtroom, he summons Nathan.
Presiding as Judge Mr. Siesta.
So,
Well,
Pebbles
you be the
says,
judge.
can we get this court done quickly? I gotta
Yes.
go for my siesta. And,
Yes,
well, it's a court. Pebbles, what is your accusation?
I accuse Nathan for the sole fact that I need to start cutting people down. Nothing personal.
He's right. He's right, because that is what Nathan's strategy was.
Exactly. I'm
Just,
like,
I kind of
wait,
trust
Nathan,
Nathan.
why cutting people down? Why were you thinking about this?
I've been on the same
You're
side,
both
giving
an
out
idiot and
strategies.
extremely malevolent.
McCain has literally said hardly anything, and so has William or Shaz. But yet you, why would you accuse me when I'm the one who's trying to be the most helpful?
Probably you try the hardest not to blend in.
What? No, why would I sit there and give
I
you
just
this
want to kill
strategy
people,
if my-
Nathan. Take it or
Yes.
leave it.
That's stupid.
My original reason, everything else is inconsequential.
Fine. Whatever.
Okay, is
If I
there
die-
any...
When I die and I'm sick, it's probably Pebbles.
Yeah, if Nathan's a civilian, we just lynch Pebbles. Or
Okay.
Pebbles should just be stupid, I don't know, whatever.
Are there any other votes tonight? Or is it just Nathan?
I think it's just
Probably
Nathan.
not a gene stealer because
I mean, you have
I'll
to.
leave it
Did
at
you,
that. Like,
do we have to declare trials before you murder the first
Yeah,
one?
'cause if I vote on,
Yes.
if I vote on someone and then I
Does somebody
die,
want to
can the
accuse
person still
me?
be voted?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Well, fuck it. I'll accuse Pebbles then after Nathan,
No.
Thanks.
and we'll abstain if this goes out. Oh no, we won't have to. It's the last gene stealer.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it is Pebbles or Nathan, we kind of
It's a
win.
risky strategy, but I think it could work.
Yeah, but if there's only one GS left and you kill me in Pebbles, there's still enough of you, isn't there?
Vote to
Yes,
kill
there is. There
Nathan.
is
There
enough.
were two of us left, and apparently
Yeah, that's fine
left.
then. Unless you don't turn on
vote.
each other.
Yes.
Why, Shaz?
Oh, that's
Aha!
fuck! I made a
Poo,
mistake.
McCann, that counts as
Aha,
a
I
vote
see
for.
the truth now.
Oh, thanks, McCann.
What I expected.
So, Nathan is drowned. Or he's forced to drink wine.
Don't know why.
Turns out the wine is French, not Spanish. To Pebbles' disgust, and Pebbles is offended by this because we all know Spanish wine is superior.
Ah!
And so he caves Nathan's head in.
Jesus.
And Nathan is left bleeding, and there is a strange liquid seeping from his body. A very strange liquid indeed. Nathan, mute your mic, you're dead.
Oh.
This liquid starts giving off fumes. Everyone looks and inspects the liquid. Somebody takes a swab on their finger and licks it. There's no mistaking it. Nathan was the final, and I'm gonna do this again, the not final civilian. The liquid was French wine! He was a civilian, he was innocent.
Well, we're lynching Pebbles now.
I genuinely made a mistake while voting, but fuck it, it was gonna happen.
Dude,
Okay.
come Nate, the hell, you can't do this to me.
Actually,
Too bad you accused Nathan.
Pebbles,
He
I
a
was the
civilian
one that
with killing
accused you, and I am
just
following
was
through with the
suspected of being a
accusation.
GT.
So, because there's only one execution per day, there's no point making any more.
Oh, that's a rule. So why did you have us
Accusations.
declare 2 trials?
No, you can have more than one accusation, but only one execution, sorry.
Depending what happens tonight, it'll decide who's true, who's false.
So, the night falls, and everyone enjoys the superior Spanish wine. Very
Yes.
romantic, very nice. But there's that underlying feeling of doubt and dread that someone among them is going to die, and that one of them among them is a gene stealer.
Gonna kill him.
They
Fucking
get
lynch him.
pissed and essentially fall asleep that night. Although, Pebbles
Am I dead?
takes a swab of his wine
I'm dead.
and recognizes this doesn't taste like Spanish wine. McCann takes a swab of his wine and
Fucking dead,
thinks,
aren't
this doesn't taste like Spanish wine. Gaz takes a swab of his wine and thinks, pretty good. William takes a swab of his wine and thinks, pretty good. McCann and Pebbles both realize they're not drinking Spanish wine. They look at one another. Pebbles realizes that his mouth is filled with not Spanish, not French. Good gracious, not even Italian wine. He's filled with the Germans' miserable attempt at wine. And his stomach implodes. Pebbles has been poisoned.
Oh no!
Was there any
Turns out-
significance to the wine's taste, or was that just a story?
For my
It's no
cat.
significance.
Not
But-
my
Matthew's already dead.
McCann, he realizes that his wine tasting skills are shit and he has actually been drinking Spanish wine, he just doesn't know it. And so, the three drunk musketeers fall asleep and wake up at the other end of town somehow, and that's that. Good morning, gentlemen.
Shaz. It was Shaz.
Could be
I
William.
you Shaz.
I
was
fine.
the Arbeit.
Oh yeah, it's Shaz. Shaz. Okay, accuse Shaz.
Alright, well I have no choice but to counter-accuse McCann then.
So,
I hope.
there is an accusation being made. A court is made out of the little bench you lot found in the field. And the bench is set up, and McCann at one side, Shaz in the other, and William lying down in the background. He drank too much, and his head hurts. And thus the court case begins, perhaps the final court case of the day.
Yes.
Of
Now,
the
the thing
game.
is, I hate wine, and I just thought, fuck this, I'm gonna drink some cider, because cider's nice.
Yeah.
Start this.
Yes, discuss the case. What's up?
Well, I know from Williams said he's the arbitrator, and practically that only leaves Shaz left as the gene stealer. Since I know I'm a civilian, and I've tried not. The only reason I've killed people is because I have a murder permit.
There's a flaw in that strategy, in that I could say the exact same thing, but I have strategy to back it up, which I was working on with Nathan until he was late.
Yeah.
So, William, it is essentially down to you.
It is actually a one-vote case.
It is literally a one-vote case.
Somehow got
William?
into the 50-50 again.
William?
You voted to kill Nathan, Shaz.
I told you I made a mistake, you can believe me or not. I said it as soon as I casted it.
You said
So...
like a minute afterwards.
No,
Let's
I said,
see.
oh, I fucked up. I thought I was voting for Pebbles.
Can confirm Shaz's vote was not counted because he did say he thought he was voting for Pebbles.
Alright, I am going to vote for... McCann.
So, William and
is that?
Shaz look each other in the eye. They don't even make much of a vote, they just know what must happen. William pulls out his last remaining shot. Turns out he had two. One for a
Yes.
Gene Stealer and one for himself. But he won't need the one for himself. Because he knows he has voted correctly. He knows. And so he puts a bullet in McCann's head. McCann
Used a
falls
stub
to the
pistol.
ground, bleeding out, and he looks William and says, "You fool," as Shaz turns around and reveals his claw, tears William into 1,000 pieces.
Well played, Shaz.
Shaz was a Gene Stealer.
Got into
The
the
Ge-
50-50 last man standing again!
The
I
Gene
can't believe
Stealers
it.
win by the breadth of a hair. Once again, good game, folks. You can unmute your mics and discuss.
No.
Let's have a post-game fuck about.
Bloody
I
hell.
would have voted. I would have
Wow,
voted.
I want to commit
I'm gonna say that.
suicide now.
I know you would have voted, but you were
Ugh.
dead, so I could say anything I wanted about you.
God damn it.
Pebbles was the last person I was spying on that night when Shaz.
I have no idea who the priest was. I just went for Dreadful
was the
because I was in
priest
danger.
Who was the final Gene Stealer?
Me.
Yeah.
I fucking.
Who was the priest?
Yeah, who was the priest?
George,
Who
was
was-
it you?
Was not me.
Who's the priest?
Then who was it? It must have been Fusion.
Yeah, it might have been. No, yeah, it might have been Fusion or
Wait,
Adolf.
but then he protected himself.
Yes, because the night
Adolf
one
was
we
Sid,
tried to
wasn't
kill
it?
Fusion because he is a
Yes.
good gamer
I-
and he's the biggest
I
threat.
actually
Yeah, Fusion
wanted to
Yes,
try
no,
to...
I do remember
No,
Fusion was
I'm
the
not
priest.
I wanted to say when I was on trial, I'm not the Gene Stealer, I'm the priest because I protected Fusion, but I really
You
should have
could've-
gone for that. I'm really kicking myself later for not doing it.
Also, Dreadful, as the espionist, you're under no obligation to tell the truth. When you learned that Adaros was a civilian, well, obviously you did the right thing, but you can say that, say, the priest is a civilian, so the Gene Stealers won't kill him. It's a good strategy.
Pebbles, I can't believe you did that to me.
I can't believe that William just blew someone's head off when the civilians were winning.
Pebbles, I can't believe you
I
voted
had
for
to
me.
take a gamble, okay?
Because it was literally a 50-50 chance, yeah.
Just wait! You could have waited for the lynching!
Well, I figured I'd reveal that
And you were
Adaros
much-
was a civilian.
And you were much better planned.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
strategy at the end was just to take out anyone remotely assertive.
Did Bartis get killed by GS or did we vote him off? We voted him off.
Marxist was
No, it was
lynched, I
voted off.
believe.
God damn it.
Because of my very, very badly made.
Yeah, your defense is
Come back.
absolutely terrible. I was like, what?
Poor
I
Pebbles.
should have used my one bullet for
Neil, I'm gonna play another game.